Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you're watching from, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time, how are you? Jambo Jambo. My name is Cecilia. I am a host here at Portal Podcast, and on the sides, I am an activist. I do anti FGM work. We are not only fighting to end FGM in Kenya or in Africa, but also worldwide. So today's conversation is something very dear to my heart, very close to me, very personal. It is not only a personal conviction, but it's a realization that you would see towards in this episode. So as we shoot this episode, I want you to leave your thoughts in the comments. If you disagree with something I say along the lines, let me know. If you want us to talk about something different, let me know. This is an introductory video. We are starting a new segment here on Portal where I will be bringing forth different people to talk about this particular topic, about rape culture. And we'll get out to rape culture. But in the meantime, this segment is going to be confronting the failures of our systems, of our justice system, of our legal systems, of our family structures, of our churches, of our lawmakers and policy givers. All of them as a society have failed us. So, rape and sexual assault is just but a symptom of a greater disease. And the disease is a culture that has allowed for little boys, or let's call them little boys, for little boys to feel entitled to hurting other people, both boys and girls, and for women and young girls and young boys to feel shame about that. Okay, so today's conversation is not an individualistic conversation. It's not us versus the boy child. It's not any of that. It's not a war. It is us as humans coming together to repair a broken culture. And broken cultures are not fixed by wars, they're fixed by truth. And that's what we're here for. So karibuni sana, take a seat, get cozy. This conversation is gonna be deep. Okay. Like I said, we're talking about rape culture. And let's start by definition. Let's put the definition on the screen so that mtu akisema ajasikie nimesema, I'll put it up on the screen for you. So what is rape culture? Let us read. Rape culture is not about rape only, okay? It is about attitudes, beliefs, and systems that excuse, normalize, or even encourage sexual violence. Mumenisikia huko nyuma? Mumenisikia huko nyuma. It is not just about the action. It is about everything that brings forth the action. The action is birthed from the mind, the heart, everything about us, what we think. So as a society, we need to confront this. Do you have rape culture mindset? Niambie hapo kwa comments. Do you have rape culture mindset? Are there things you think or you joke about, and when you think about it, fester in your heart? Ni kama unahurumia sexual violence. Ni kama you don't think it's that bad if you think about it. Do you make jokes about kingfisher, panty remover? Do you make those jokes? You are a perpetrator. You are in it also. That's what we're talking about today. So I wanted us to start with statistics because it's hard for us to fully grasp what we're dealing with, the kind of demon we're dealing with if we don't have statistics. So let's pull up the stats. In Kenya, by the time a young boy or a young girl clocks 18, it is said that every 3 in 5 young girls has experienced sexual violence. And for young boys, it's every 2 in 5. That is huge. By the time they're 18. So if you're in a classroom, okay, with 15 people, just know approximately 5 or 6 of them have experienced sexual assault. Your classmates in primary, your classmates in high school, they have experienced some kind of sexual violence, right? Both boys and girls. And why do you think the numbers are that big? Na kuna mtu anaongelelea hii story. Why do you think that is? And that is rape culture, where it's an attitude where we tell victims to be silent, or we tell victims it was their fault, or we are slow to administer justice. So that now tunaambiana hata ukienda kwa polisi, imambo wacha tusome hapa kimila, wacha tumanzie hapa kwa boma. Unajua ushaisikia story ya kimila? Story ya kimila inanimalizana nguvu. As an anti-FGM, nimesikia story ya kimila so much. I think kimila imekuwa curse word. Kwa unisikia kimila naanza kushikwa na seizure. Because it is such a detrimental thing. And I know I'm laughing and I'm joking about it, but it's like I said, it's introductory, because what is to come is going to be very, very earth shattering for most of us, you know. Like I said, so our society is broken down in different systems. We have our religious systems, and because huko tukiingia, hey, huko kumechafuka huko. As a Christian myself, as a Christian myself, the testimonies, even the jokes we make about Catholic priests and young boys, you know, we call Catholic priests diddies. Siku hizi tunasema, hey, no le didi amepita. I had that joke recently, and I was like, Allah, Allah, mtu akamevaa white. He was a Catholic priest, alafu he passed. Wasiwanduthi wakasema didi. And I was like, why wasiwanduthi wanajua it's that prevalent, you know? So we know about Catholic priests and young boys and the kind of sodomy they do to young boys. And then you move past that, you go into our judicial systems, where you go into a court case. First of all, the magistrate files in a potea, or your case happens in October, come on, what we are seeing right now that is so unfortunate that's happening in South Africa. The mother reports something in October, and we're in April, and nothing has been done about it, you know. Such unfortunate cases. You go into the people who are supposed to be law abiding, the ones who are supposed to be upholding the law, our police officers. Unafika huko, like a few months ago, we went into the police station, and the sexual assault table that is usually there was empty. There's nobody amekaa hapo. So if you come in with a sexual assault case, lazima uulize mwenye anakaanga hapa ako wapi? So then unamtakia ya nini? I'm presuming unaambia umeenda out for lunch, and you are having a very vulnerable moment where you need somebody to talk to now, and you have come out to be able to be this vulnerable. Then you find the person who's supposed to assist you is not even available. You know, that table is empty. Or you go in for a case, like I had somebody talking about it on Tuko News, and you're asked to give vivid descriptions of your sexual assault, and people who are listening to it wanacheka, wanasema na uko na nguvu, you know, those kind of things where our law enforcers are not as helpful as they should be. And then you move from that, you go into our family structures where fathers are abusing their children. What do we do about that? Or uncles. Kwanza uncles are the biggest perpetrators. Maka mimi, I think nikioleka, nikiona TV uncle. Niko hivi, niko rada, niko macho, because it happens too many times for comfort. So what do we do about such things? Our structures, zote, from the family to the government to each other, to even our spiritual and our religious systems, they all fail us. Tunafanya nini? Where do we start? And that's why this segment is here. This segment is called Justice Obscured. A few years ago, I wrote a poem about how justice is a theory. She walks amongst us, but she doesn't stay long enough to make a home with us. She's an abstract concept. Yenye tunasikianga tu, but in reality, she's never actually there. And I call justice a she, because I'm like, you're supposed to be our protector, but our protector is gone. She's supposed to be the mother who gives order, but the person who's supposed to be giving order is not here. What do we do about that? So this is our call and an appeal to potailers and the world at large. Because we're assuming Potel has touched the whole world. It's a call to the world at large. Are you a lawyer? Are you an officer? Are you an activist? Are you a social worker? Are you in any field of the world that is part of a structure? Are you there? Come. Come to the front of the class. Karibia, 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 karibia. Come to the front of the class. We're going to sit down on this couch right here. Me and you. I ask you questions. If you're a lawyer, I ask you, how far does the law protect us? We think that we're supposed to be protected by the law. Are there gaps in our law? What are the laws? Tell us, Ebu. Educate us. If you're a police officer, explain to us, why does justice take so long? Nini na happen huko? Nini ni fair? Kama ni fair, sema tukutumia haraka. What is the issue when it comes to rape cases, when it comes to defilement cases, when it comes to sexual violence cases? How are they so prevalent in our society? Yani, wizi ni less. How? What is happening? Are you working in the courts? Come to us, tell us, mbona files zetu zinapotea? Nini inaendelea? Come and talk to us. Are you a pastor? Are you a religious leader? come and sit here on the couch and tell us, where is it in the scriptures? Because I think I have read the scriptures. Where is it in the scriptures where it says sexual assault is part of your calling? We need to know. We need to open up that book and that verse now to chambulie. But please know, you are ukichambua also know pia sisi tumechambua. We will learn with you, okay? Are you a father? Are you a parent? Come and sit here with us. Are you a teacher? Come and sit here with us and tell us, are you a sociologist? Because we want to know, where to understand human behavior when we hear things like hookup culture has increased and therefore sexual assault cases has increased. And people tell us the direct correlation. Tell us the correlation between pornography, because that's a whole other world, between pornography and sexual assault. We need to open up all these books. We need to be able to have truth in the open, out in the open, such as we move forward. We have reasonable demands on society, and we also have reasonable and understanding where we want to go as a society, because we can't keep having an outcry. We can't keep having an outrage when there's no laws being implemented. When actually, kumbe, there is no such law. I recently found out there's no law against a husband raping his wife. It's not rape, apparently. There's no such law. If I go to the hospital right now and I'm a woman and my doctor is a pervert and my doctor gropes me and touches me and spanks me, there's no law to protect me. So, ni hivyo. Nimpige tu ngumi kama siendi gym, nitafute majambazi wampige. Where are we going as a society where our laws are so, I recently learned that for sexual assault to be counted as sexual assault, there only has to be penetration. So if there's no penetration, hakuna kesi. Hakuna kesi. So hata ufanyiwe nini, pole. Isa meno utaambiwa tu, madam, unfortunate, but we can't help you. So these conversations are going to be monumental for us as a culture, for us as a people, for us as Kenyans, for us to be able to change our minds, to know where to move forward next, to have reasonable demands. We don't have unreasonable demands also, where we're just saying, oh, this needs to be added, this needs to be added. Or we were just having a conversation off screen about how drinking culture has come. And with drinking culture, we know that once somebody is under the influence of alcohol, they cannot give consent. So what happens if the consent was given before alcohol was given? The lines are becoming blurry. Are we supposed to be holding clubs or these establishments responsible when underage children come into the clubs? What are they doing? Because there's so many cases of adult men meeting girls at the club, and the girl is underage, and she lied, she's underage, and so the men are having an outrage. Yeah, atukujua the club is supposed to protect us, but nobody seems to be protecting nobody. Everybody find your own solutions. Find your own solutions. Ni kubaya. Soko imeharibika. Now we're trying to fix this soko. Tunataka kama hapa ni cabbage, hapa ni cabbage. Kama pale ni kitunguu, usikaribie kitunguu, wachana na kitunguu utalia. Kama hapa ni nyanya, hapa ni nyanya. And we want it evil. Tutaki mixed markets anymore. We want clarity. We want justice to be clear as day. Okay? Clear as audio ya pote. We want everything to be so there's no black and white, there's no gray areas, everything is black and white. Sawa sawa. So let me know in the comments who you want to come here on the podtail, on the couch. This is going to be called the gray couch. Karibuni to the gray couch. Kuna red table talk, sasa kuna the gray couch talk, where you'll come, you will sit here with me, and I will ask you questions, and I will grill you, and I will talk to you about so many things. Okay? We have an interesting guest is already lined up. And this is not only close to rape culture, because like I said, we're trying to expose the injustice in the justice system. You get it? You get it? Yeah, if you don't get it, forget about it. Rudi shule. We're trying to expose all of these things. So in the teachers association, because teachers saizi wamekuwa, hey, what is going on? Kaini hapa tuwafunze wahenga walisema nini? Come and sit here with us. So let me know who you want to come on the pod, on the couch, so we could have this conversation together. I'm so excited about this because I feel like it is a push in the right direction. I have had these grievances for such a long time, and there's no reasonable outlet except anger and rage, which is understandable. But anger and rage is supposed to be the beginning of a journey. You're supposed to be angry, and then from anger there has to be solutions. Usibaki hapo kwa hasira, then you're just an angry person. You're not doing anything to help anybody. So that is today's introductory episode. I'm so excited. Yani, if you could just see, can you tell? Can you tell? When you come, you can tell if I'm excited. If you can tell how excited I am, I'm ready to talk. I'm even ready to talk to rape apologists. I'm ready to talk to everyone. When you're not sijui oh nini, wale wa comment, let's lower the age of consent. Come, sit next to me. But trust, I will grill you. Be ready for that part. But we are open and we are ready to have conversations around rape culture, around injustice in our justice systems, around how broken our culture is and how our systems are. Sawa sawa. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening to the end. If you're here for the first time, leave a like, leave a thumbs up. Tell us how you're feeling the episode. Tell us what you're excited for. I want to hear from you guys as well. Um, with that being said, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope that we can meet here next time on Justice Obscured. Bye.